I'm going to make this quick today because I haven't got a lot to say. The workout you're about to see is now in Ultraflex, my professional gym. But what I've decided I'm going to do is train legs at JD, simply because I quite enjoy it there. The leg press, there isn't one at Ultraflex which is as good as that one. The only thing I'd really be missing out on is the prime leg extension. Other than that, I have everything I would need at JD. Squatting there is fine as well. In fact, I prefer it, and it'll just be nice to have a little bit of variation. By the way, I don't actually drive. I know some people were confused at why I was getting into a car and filming in the car when I don't have a license. It's the best spot I could think of for recording these bits. I might change it in the future if I find something better, but I like the audio in here. I don't know, it just feels right. So yeah, you're gonna see an upper day, which I will do tomorrow. I mean, for upper body, that gym is fantastic. You can't train upper body at JD, not very well anyway. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. If you haven't seen the first video already, go watch that, and I hope you enjoy this workout. So I didn't actually get to do every exercise that I intended to yesterday. As you might have noticed, there was no biceps, there was only one shoulder exercise. I usually do a preacher curl and a shoulder press, but I was there last night right before they closed and I ran out of time. That granite chest press, by the way, which you saw at the start, is the best machine I've ever used. I have a pec injury, which I inflicted upon myself twice now. Both times on a pec deck. The first one was at JD and it was due to bad form, and the second one was at Pure Gym, and I have no idea why it happened. I'll put up the video of it because I did record the moment. Nearly, what was that, like 8 months later, I still have a problem with my pec and I can't do flies and I can't do most movements, but I can do that granite chest press and I still feel it a little bit at times, but I can push a lot of weight. But yeah, that was, what did I do? 4 plates and a 10, so 180 kg. The most I've done is 200, but I'm gonna regain my strength really quickly from what I'm seeing. But yeah, you saw the physique. It's not looking amazing right now, but I'm confident that by the end of this year, I'm gonna look 10 times better because I'm actually consistent right now. I am not skipping any workouts. I'm getting my meals in. I don't really count calories, but it's around 2,500 that I get a day, so maybe a slight deficit. I don't want to go into this, but I don't necessarily agree with bulking. When I say bulking, I mean like 1,000 calorie plus surplus, because I don't know why people do that, but they seem to think that the more you eat, the more you're going to grow. And while that is true to an extent, most of that growth is going to be fat, let's be real. But I did just say I wasn't going to talk about this, so I won't. Recording at Ultraflex was actually really fun. Not a lot of people around an hour before closing on a Saturday, unsurprisingly. But if you noticed, I had a little bit of movement in some of the shots. I literally just got my dad to like turn the head of the tripod slowly while I was doing my set, and I think it looked quite cool. You know, I'm not going to bother investing into a cam slider just yet, but I would like to do that in the future. I want to change the structure of these videos a little bit. This one is still going to be the same as the previous one, where I have a little bit at the start where I talk about random shit, then the workout, and then another bit where I talk about more random shit. But for the future, I kind of want to take a little more creative liberty, if you know what I mean. Film some more. I did it in the first one where I filmed some shots like outside, but I'm gonna put the workout, or at least a part of it, at the start. But there'll be another workout after that. So I'm going to start including more in the videos, taking a bit more time to film these. In fact, I am going to mention the bulking thing. I don't believe you need any more than 200-300 calories over your maintenance to grow. You don't even need to be over maintenance or at it to build muscle. If you're at most 200 calories under your maintenance, that's good, if not better than eating in a surplus. Because first of all, I suppose this depends on the person, but you aren't going to feel, I don't feel the difference between a 200 calorie deficit and a 200 calorie surplus in terms of how my training feels, in terms of the amount of energy I've got. They both feel the same, but one, over a long period of time, keeps me slightly leaner while still allowing me to build the exact same amount of muscle, while the other one, I won't build more muscle because of a 200 calorie surplus, I'll build more fat. So if you're one of those people that, eats 5,000 calories a day, I urge you to reconsider if you aren't doing anything good for yourself. I've talked for long enough, so I'm going to end this here. Any feedback to the way I do these videos, drop it in the comments. And the next video is going to take a little while longer because I'm going to put more effort into it. So I'll see you then.